Building for a bipartisan change at 5 o'clock. I'm Jeff Gianola.
I'm Elizabeth Din. Measure 110 decriminalizes the possession of small amounts of drugs and prioritizes treatment. Well, this new deal would add criminal penalties if passed. Brandon Thompson digging deeper into the changes and live tonight with where they stand right now in Salem. Brandon?
Well, any changes are still being drafted right now, but what lawmakers are essentially trying to do is create a new unclassified misdemeanor. That means they have to create sentencing guidelines to go along with it. Essentially, what that means for some people is that will result in jail time, but most of the case, that it will only happen after several chances at getting help. The changes the 2024 session have been waiting for coming closer to reality.
The whole goal all along was to make sure that we had a bipartisan agreement that actually made a difference.
Here's how the change to Measure 110 would work in addressing possession of small amounts of drugs. If someone is arrested for possession of a small amount of fentanyl or other hard drugs, that person can choose to have the officer take them to a sobering center, a caseworker, or some kind of treatment. If that person completes 2 meetings of that, their charges would drop. If they refuse, it gets complicated. They would go through the normal criminal justice process, leading to them being put on probation. If that person violates probation once, they're sentenced to 30 days in jail or 30 days of substance use disorder treatment.
The jail portion of this is we were very careful to craft this so that people had multiple chances before they actually were faced with jail.
But if a person violates probation again, then it's 180 days in jail with the option of early release into inpatient or outpatient treatment. If a person gets cited a second time, then it's a Class C misdemeanor and 15 days of jail. There are no fines in this proposed change. And the deflection or diversion program is left up to counties to opt in, meaning some counties could choose to jail someone before trial. That's led to concerns from the ACLU of Oregon, who says, quote, geography-based access to justice is no justice at all.
We are trying to craft a policy that will enable the police to have the tools that they need at the ground level to abate situations.
So of course, the words do matter, but what we've seen so far, we believe, will get the bulk of our Republican caucus to be supporting 4002.
So the ACLU of Oregon is also concerned about how this will impact the public defender crisis. Lawmakers say they hope that people choose diversion programs so they won't need a public defender. Now, again, there's nothing official that has been submitted to the legislature just yet, but I'm told that an amendment to this bill could be submitted on Monday of next week. Live in Salem, Brandon Thompson, KOIN 6 News.